Hej!
Hej!
Välkommen till Book Coven.
Wow.
That there is
Swedish?
Lillian.
Oh, that's Chelsea.
I'm Swedish. Why are we speaking svenska, you may ask? We watched Midsommar.
Yeah, we did. Director's cut.
We watched the director's cut, folks. Have you seen the director's cut? So it was cool. And because normally we talk about books, but
We got a boob tube.
This is our bonus boob tube. It's episode 40 for 0. Da, 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 da. And yeah. We have thoughts.
Sorry. Oh, yeah.
But, we made... We made a relevant drink.
Oh,
Disgusting, really irrelevant drink. You'll see a video on the Instagram, but it's a regular, just rye and ginger, and then we threw in the splash of period blood. Thank you, Midsommar.
Which is cherry liqueur.
Cherry liqueur. It's we didn't actually
have
put
our
period
period.
blood. Ooh, anyway.
Cheers. Oh, skull.
School. That's very sweet.
It's strong.
There's not very much ginger ale in there.
That was mostly whiskey.
Oh, yeah. And period blood.
Apple whiskey. Neptune.
Oh, Neptune.
Oh, boy.
It's alcoholic.
I fucking love this movie.
It's so good.
It's
so funny.
It's on my top movies of all time list. This Hereditary, also same director, Ari Aster.
Hereditary was very good as well.
Fuck. I love it so much.
Good. So,
Chloe.
what genre was this film? Because it's not spooky.
It's, I mean, okay.
It makes you very uncomfortable, and it has moments of just like, you feel like shit when you're watching it. You're
It's
just like,
not
oh,
a classic horror movie. There are horrifying things that happen in it. It's very disturbing.
It is disturbing.
At times. Most of the movie is pretty disturbing.
Yeah. And then really funny. Even the funny parts are pretty disturbing, actually.
It's like, it's like a breakup film, but
this movie's about relationships.
Yeah.
And abusive environments.
Cunts of a boyfriend, yeah.
Cunts of a boyfriend.
Oh my God, that dickhead Christian. Ugh.
Yeah. So Danny seems like she's had some problems in her past. Maybe her family didn't pay attention to her much because of her sister. Yeah. So she's used to just like apologizing, I guess, for like being any amount of attention. Yeah. And she just keeps, Christian will do something wrong and then she apologizes for it. Fuck.
I'll give a backstory, a little lead up into this movie. Danny's sister is bipolar, lives with her family. She gets a scary email one day from the sister, like, I've had enough, it's all black. I have to go, Mom and Dad are coming too.
Yeah.
And then she's not answering any phone calls, no messages. So Danny's freaking out. Turns out the sister kills herself and her two parents right out of the gate. The movie starts with that. Beautiful. Horrifying scene.
Yep. Oh my God.
Turns the cars on and she like has a hose that goes through the house. All the doors are taped at the bottom. And she put the hose into her mouth and taped it over her mouth.
Was that to avoid like the carbon monoxide detectors or something? Because like you have one on every floor. So ideally it would have gone off.
Unless she like unhooked them or something.
Well, here's the thing. We have ones, you unplug it, it makes this horrifying sound. Yeah. It's the loudest fucking most terrifying noise I've ever heard. And that happens if you unhook it from the wall.
I don't know, man.
Folks, get yourselves the detectors. Just hook up your house. Yeah.
Oh, so that scene... this actress Florence Pugh. Her last name is Pugh. Pugh. Pew.
I
Florence, I love her. Should have been nominated for should have been nominated for an Oscar. Should have won the fucking Oscar because her wails when she gets the call that her family's dead. It's the worst thing you've ever heard.
Every moment of her being in this movie was so believable.
She goes through the ringer in this. And there's several scenes where she's just sobbing. And like they're so like guttural.
And she has the best, most realistic panic attacks.
Yeah.
Like it almost feels like she put herself in an actual panic attack to film that. Like she got all the features of a panic attack correct. Like rubbing your legs and like neat pacing and the breathe. Oh man.
It was too real.
It was too real.
Too real.
And she has the best fucking frown.
Oh my god, yeah.
It's such a deep
she's big
frown.
lips. She's like, no.
It's the best frown.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I love her so much.
Yeah, she was so good.
Danny is a beautiful little elf and her stupid boyfriend.
She deserved to be May Queen.
Oh my god. Yeah, so him and his friends, for probably a long time, him and his friends were going to Sweden because they met this Swedish dude, Pele, who's like, hey, come to my commune in Sweden.
Mm-hmm. That doesn't sound creepy at all.
Yeah. And the two of them are going to use him for their thesis project because they're the Harga. Is that what the community's called? Harga?
Oh, I think so.
Yeah. They're like community life. So it's a research project. And he doesn't tell Danny because Christian is a piece of shit.
Because he didn't want to invite her. And he was like hoping to break up with her beforehand, but then her family died. And he's like, well,
I'm stuck here now. Shit. Yeah, when he got that phone call, he just walked casual as can be to her house.
Yeah. I didn't think about that on the first watch.
She doesn't even say anything. She's just screaming on the phone. Yeah. And he's like, Danny?
Yeah. Danny?
Is this, I guess, do I come over?
I couldn't imagine an actual human being who received that kind of phone call, how panicked they'd be. But he was just like,
I'll walk here, I guess.
Is this the wrong number? No.
And then his face when he walked in, it just said like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Here we go. Yeah, so he doesn't invite her, and the friends talk about it at a party that she dragged herself to because she's very sad after her family dies. This is a few months later.
I wonder why.
And then he's like, well, I wanted to invite you. You ruined the surprise. No.
And he like made it her fault.
Yeah, there's another great scene. They have an argument, and again, she's like, "Look, I don't want to upset you. I know I'm not trying to push myself on it." Yeah, he's like, "Oh my god, I just feel really attacked right now."
I could kill him.
And Brandon made the point of like when he turns the argument around on her,
they literally turned around. Oh, that was beautiful.
Yeah. There's so many little things. Like there are paintings in her house. Like there's a scene at the end where, spoiler alert, Christian gets burned alive in a bear costume, and there are bears paintings everywhere
in her apartment.
And on in the community where they all sleep, the whole movie is painted on the walls.
Yeah, so you could get spoiler. Like you just turning your head around in there. But Christian, there was even the moment when like she was like being nice to him all throughout, even though he's a giant tool. Yeah. And anytime he did anything nice, she did anything nice, like she gave him flowers and stuff, he was like, you're like putting me in debt to you.
So this was one of the director's cut scenes. So in the original cut, she gives him flowers. It's just like, and it's just I didn't even think about it.
You would never think about it because you're dating.
She didn't even think about it. She's like, all right, flowers. They're the girls are doing this ritual thing. They're picking flowers. Like, all right, cool. It's just here you go.
Yeah.
And then later, they're arguing at night, and he spins around like, yeah, you gave this to me, and you always have ulterior motives. I feel like I have to work so hard to please you now. And she's just like, what? Even all of us here, we're just like, wait, what? Huh?
Christian, are we watching the same movie? She did nothing. She didn't do anything. This girl is a fucking saint.
Oh my!
Taking care of her sister.
Has some her parents. She's definitely like craving attention from people because their family probably just like, hey, mom and dad, I'm sad too, and they're like, no, you don't have bipolar disorder, right? Like I gotta.
But she clearly has a panic disorder.
Oh yeah,
she's got Ativan, and she had panic attacks every like 5 minutes. Yeah. Like she's got something,
and then the
but
family, and she's in psychology. So she's studying psychology,
which
too.
means you have something wrong with you. Yeah, we talked about that in the
silent patient.
Yeah. Why else would you study psychology? Silly goose.
Yeah, she definitely has some issues. Got a lot worse when what happened to her. Poor Dani. Oh my God, the whole scene is just so. I can't. The first like 40 minutes are
rough.
Just the worst thing in the world.
I don't my God. Yeah. When the first time we watched it, we were just sitting there, just like melting into the chairs. Like, what are we?
Oh yeah.
Why does everyone love this so much? I'm so like I loved it. It was done really well, and like the zooms and the panning and everything was
so sad,
so uncomfortable, and so sad
immediately.
Yeah. Perfect wailing.
Oh my God. It was, listen to just the wailing. It is like so traumatizing.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And fuck all of Christian's friends. So happy they all die. Cause
they're all in it like, oh my God, you wanted to dump her for like a year. Just do it already. She's dragging you down.
Yeah. So it's one thing to tell your friend like, hey, you've been wanting to break up with them. Maybe you should just break up with them. That's like a whatever. Like, please stop leading on this poor girl. That'd be one thing. Yeah. But they're not saying that. They're like,
you could be fucking so many women.
Yeah. And they're like, we're going to Sweden and there's going to be so many babes and like, fuck this girl. She's just dragging you down. She just like wants your attention.
One of them said what she was doing was abuse.
Oh yeah. Oh my God.
It's literally abusive. Cause she calls you.
She calls for advice. Like, hey, my sister emailed me this.
That email
what should I do?
Clearly screams, oh, I'm going to kill myself. This alarm bell should be ringing. Yeah. Of course she's going to call you a few times in the night.
And she's just like, hey, what should I do? And or please comfort me. Like, it's not, how's that abusive?
Oh, yeah, that's such abuse. Sure.
I'm sorry we're in a relationship. I'll pretend we're not now.
And then one of Dani's friends, she's trying to downplay everything. Like, yeah, but maybe I always put my shit on him. I always relying on him. And her friend's like, you are in a relationship.
Yeah,
you are having problems with your family.
Yeah.
You should be able to talk to him.
Of course, you should be able to lean on him. Yeah. That's what the relationships are about.
So the girls are doing great.
The girls, oh my God.
All the male friends, golly gee willikers. Mm-hmm. So they go to the place in Sweden and oh my God, everything. It's so creepy. It is such a cult right away.
So one beautiful thing that they do is that a lot of the music that's in the movie is actually like played by characters in the movie.
Yeah.
Like it shows, and then as soon as they put the instruments down, the song ends, which is really cool.
That's cute.
I like little things like that.
Yeah.
It added to the eeriness a little.
Yeah. It's just this weird community tucked away miles into the forest in Sweden. Mm-hmm. And they're all dressed in white. The whole movie is in day, which I also
it's the midnight sun.
Yeah, so that just amped up the fright.
Yeah.
Because it
daytime
looks
view is
beautiful.
supposed to be scary.
It's so bright and beautiful. There's flowers everywhere. Yeah. There's flutes playing. It's so...
And then there's death.
Oh, look at us. But it's a cult. And
it's a cult. Yeah, for sure.
So things go south fast at the cult.
Pretty fast.
Yep. One of the first celebrations. So every 90 years they have this big Midsommar celebration. Mm-hmm. And one of the first thing they do, there's these two people who are 72 years old, and they offer themselves, because when you get 72, they age for seasons.
Yes.
They're explaining, like, you're each kid until you're 18.
Each section of ages.
Yeah, that's like
and then 18 to 36, and then 36 to 50 something, and then to 72.
So in 72, that's winter.
That's when you die.
So then you just die.
Yep.
Even though you're only 72, you could push it. Like, these guys looked healthy.
These guys looked like spring chickens.
Kept going.
Regular spring chickens.
But they're like, nope, we're going to die. And
oh, fuck.
It's brutal. If you saw Hereditary with all the decapitations, this one of them jumps off a big cliff face first.
Yeah, so she dies.
She dies instantly, but her head, you see in slow-mo, bounces off the rock.
And
her face is gone.
Just the skin
pops off.
Gooping off of her skull.
Yeah. And then the other dumbass jumps off legs first, so his leg gets crushed, and you don't see
he's not dead.
Crushed up close, but like
just from a distance.
Hit at a distance, and you hear that like
yeah.
And then
that makes it so much better too.
You see that's how we saw it.
Yeah.
And then there's this dude so he's still alive, and there's this bro in the corner with a hammer. Like, here we go.
Yeah, my time to shine.
Hammers his face several times.
Yeah,
4 of them go.
So then he was dead. Yeah, and then they burned them, put their ashes in their sacred tree, which Mark peed on later, which is nice. And he didn't even apologize. He was just like, guys, it's just a tree.
Yeah. So they're there. And there's 2 other people that another member brought to the community. Mm-hmm. Everyone's wigging out, and everyone who's from there is like, yo, chill.
Yeah. Guys, they wanted to die.
It's fine. So the 2 other people want to leave. Mm-hmm. Normal. Yep. They disappear. In mysterious circumstances.
And everyone just keeps saying they left.
Yeah, they brush it off, but at one point you hear Connie screaming in the trees.
And it never comes back.
Yeah.
And no one asks anything.
Yeah, they're just like, I'm sure that's fine. Yeah. Because they're all doing drugs.
Yeah, that's true.
Hardcore hallucinogens.
They're giving drugs the whole time.
Yeah. So they're doing that, and Danny, they have this competition they have to get the May Queen, and there's this big dance. You take this drug, and all the women dance around in a circle, and they all start dropping, and whoever's the last standing is the May Queen. Mm-hmm. So Danny's crowned the May Queen. Although the whole movie, it feels like she's very in sync with this community. These people.
Because whenever she gets high, like the grass and stuff starts going like into her hands.
And when things are starting to happen, she's the only one that's like, something's going on.
And she seems like she feels everything.
Yeah.
And like anytime she's high, the trees get weird.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably just because like she's had a rough family life, and then her family was brutally killed. Yeah, so
and this is a community of family.
They're all so loving and supportive.
Yeah.
But like, it feels like right away, like she's meant to be the May Queen.
Yeah.
And she's the May Queen.
Of course.
And then, so they oh God, I almost forgot about the pedophile scene. So there's this girl who lives there. She's just turned 15, and they said that she's ready for sex.
Yep.
And she picks Christian,
of course,
who is if he's writing a thesis, he's at least our age, possibly older.
Yeah,
probably older. Probably
he 30-ish. Looks like he failed high school a couple times. So yeah.
So no offense to the actor.
Sorry. No, that means he did a really good job.
Yeah,
the actor did such a good job.
So while Danny's doing her May Queen stuff, they're prepping a sex ritual. So they give him boner drugs, basically.
And he's
oh my God, a rage and boner.
Him walking around with
just
it.
like pushing his clothes
and
out,
he's just like, he looked so uncomfortable. Yeah. That was hilarious.
And he's also tripping balls with a massive erection.
Yeah.
And so oh my God, he goes into the shed, and this 15-year-old girl, I mean, she's obviously of age.
Yeah, because otherwise they can't film her naked.
In the film, she's a 50-year-old girl, naked there. Behind her are like 20 other naked women of all ages.
All ages.
And they're all just like swaying and humming. And the guy has sex with her, and the whole time he's like wide-eyed, like, what?
And then what looks like her mother goes down and starts singing.
Hand, they sing, and then all the women start singing.
As soon as she starts singing, Christian's
his face is
but he kept going.
Hilarious. Like, well, like, I'm in here now, I guess.
I'm committed.
Yeah. And all the women start going, ha, ha, ha. It's truly uncomfortable.
And of course, Danny hears it because she's like, well, what the fuck is, what's going on in there? And she sees, and then she panics, and then everyone is helping her panic. Everyone sympathizes really well.
Yeah,
and
they all feel
together.
Emotions.
So they were all just screaming in the bedrooms.
Yeah, which was, I guess,
also unsettling. It was unsettling.
I mean, to see, but I guess if other people, if you're her,
I don't know if that'd be comforting.
I really think we should try it.
We should try it.
Yeah, it could be good. Yeah, could be helpful.
I feel like it would come.
You know what? It's nice to see in the moment because this whole movie, no one is supporting her.
Oh, that's true.
And then they're all coming together supporting her.
That's true.
Which is all.
And that's probably why she
in
like
fucking movie.
Yes.
Yeah. So Christian's doing that. He gets knocked out. Oh, he sees the body. All his friends get killed.
Yeah.
So
and he finds some of the bodies.
Yeah, one of them gets lured away. His face gets peeled off. One of them, he's trying to read their sacred text, take pictures of it. He gets bonked on the head, killed. His leg turns off at some point.
Yeah.
The girl gets drowned in the river, and then the other guy gets blood-eagled. And if you don't know what that is, they peel your lungs out from behind and hang them over you like wings.
I didn't know what that was, but
it's an old Viking.
I didn't.
Ritual, yeah.
I didn't
You're
know
alive
it was
when
a
you
thing.
do it. Cut you open.
Oh.
Peel the skin back, break the ribs, pull the lungs out. Boom. Die slowly and in horrible pain.
I don't think I'd do that.
No,
No.
I've never met anyone that's like, you know what, I'd blood eagle you. But it's nice to see in film. I watched it in this TV show Vikings. They do it to someone.
Oh, of course
and
they
like
do.
you see him like, oh, it's a brutal.
What season?
Scene. It was early. It was before. They do it to the guy that kills Ragnar. Spoiler alert.
I didn't even know Ragnar died. I only watched season 1, I think.
Yeah, Ragnar died.
Or 2, season 1 and 2.
It was like in season 3 or 4.
Yeah. I loved season 1 and 2.
It's good. You should watch it.
I know.
Anyways, so
Ragnar's hot.
Blood Eagle's dope, and the last ritual, they need to sacrifice 9 people, and the 2 that killed themselves were 2 of them. All the friends are sacrifices. The community, 2 people came forward again to sacrifice itself.
Yeah.
And then they need 1 more person, and it can either be Christian. Danny is the May Queen, gets to pick. It's either Christian or they pull out some random dude. So she picks Christian. Good on her.
Good for her. She's taking her power back.
Yeah, and
In a weird way.
He's been given a paralyzing drug, so he's aware of what's happening to him, but he can't do anything.
Yeah.
They stuff him in a bear.
Yep. And his face is in the bear's mouth, and the bear's just stitched up, and you just see him sitting there. Like he can't talk. He can't move.
Just in a bear.
And I feel like they implied that they cut his legs off.
Oh, yeah, you can't stuff a person fully in.
No, because they lifted his gown up a
and they were
little and he
gonna-
pulled out a knife, but they didn't show it. So I imagine they...
Probably cut his legs
Yeah.
off, yeah. And then, he gets burnt alive in a shed with all the other sacrifices. And the last scene, the whole community is screaming, with the fire, which is great because in slow motion, you see all the, some of them are smiling,
Some
and
are smiling,
screaming, some are in pain screaming. And Danny is in this beautiful, ridiculous flower outfit.
I love
That's
it.
huge.
It's huge. It's a
And
big
she,
triangle.
in the last scene is her just smiling up at the
It's
bird.
like she just feels like she belongs.
She feels like she belongs, but she's also feeling for herself.
Free.
Because she's not following what they're doing
Yes.
and screaming in pain. She's just like, oh, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Christian's dead.
She's like, finally.
Fuck them.
Fucking finally. So there's many a beautiful moment in this film.
Yeah.
There's some weird shit. Like the drugs, anytime someone's on drugs, the trees start moving with your breath.
The flowers
and the
move.
flowers breathe as well. They pulse.
Yeah. The face of her father's in the trees.
In the trees. Oh, and she saw her mom in the crowd,
Yeah,
her
yeah.
parents in the crowd.
Yeah, it's weird shit like that. And again, it's always so fucking bright.
Yes.
The director, in the theatrical cut, there's no night scenes except for this one dream sequence, and the early scenes with her parents.
Yeah.
But in this one, some of the scenes that were cut, there's an extra 30 minutes, I think.
Yep.
There's some outdoor scenes of there's another ritual that they didn't have in the movie where it seems like a play they're doing.
It seemed like a
Well,
play.
They throw a tree in the river and then they're like, oh gosh, I don't think the gods are satisfied enough. It's really terribly acted.
Yeah.
Purposefully.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
this little kid's like, oh, I'll sacrifice myself.
And he's dressed up as a tree.
Yeah, and they chain his legs together. They give him this huge rock to weigh him down. And then Danny's watching are they going to drown a kid? And they're getting ready to toss him in. Yeah. And she's like, no. And then they're like, oh,
no,
I will not do this then.
Yeah.
And then later on, Connie, when you see in the theatrical version, she's in a tree costume. It's like they did that to her. They sacrificed her instead, basically.
Yeah.
And then there's some more scenes with her and Christian arguing at night. And Christian is made to be more of a dick. Believe it or not,
in the director's cut, he's actually even worse.
You will hate him in the normal version. Yes. You will hate him so much more in the director's cut. Mm-hmm. He's so much whinier, so pathetic.
He says even more hateful things and horrible things to make her feel like a giant piece of shit.
Mm-hmm. And the whole feud between him and his friends, because he steals his friend's thesis idea.
Yeah. And pretends that it was his idea.
That's hinted at a lot earlier. There's a few scenes with that.
Yes, they do bring that up earlier in the director's cut, which was kind of cool.
Yeah.
It was better than it just being sprung at that one moment.
So there's nothing like vastly
if you haven't watched the director's cut, you're not.
It's just a little bit more like insight into her. Like when in an early argument between her and Christian, she has a really nice speech about like how hard it's been for her after her parents and like how she's sorry, she doesn't want to be clingy or whatever, but like she's having these panic issues and like, oh my God, I fell for her so much. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so it's little things like that, but oh my God, so good.
Good film.
I love this movie so much. Mm-hmm. Like Hereditary was good. It kind of goes slow, and then at the end you're like,
I really liked Hereditary, but I didn't like the end.
Oh, I love the ending
because I just
the ending is it's ridiculous. I loved it.
I liked her like hanging up on the ceilings and cutting her own head off. That was fucking dope.
Yeah,
that kind of stuff was cool. But it being like a cult of old people, because I feel like we had watched Paranormal Activity so recently. It just felt played out to me.
But like this movie, it starts right away with a bang. And like, when you get into the cult, it seems slow, but like you're hooked the whole time.
Yeah, you're paying attention to all the little details, like the paintings.
Yeah, fuck.
There's the love story painting. It's this mural, and he's like, they're like, what's this? And he's like, it's a love story. And it pans through it, and it ends up being what this 15-year-old girl does to Christian.
Yeah.
But it's like a painting of the woman like falling in love, putting a rune under his bed, and then putting her pubes in food, and then putting her menstrual blood in his drink.
But it's a big close-up painting of a hairy vagina.
Yes. And then him being hypnotized.
Yeah, she's squatting over a cup, and it's like dripping, like she's aiming it in there. And
then she's pregnant.
It's a love story.
It's a love story, but no one looked at it. They just heard love story, and they were like, "Oh, okay."
That's nice.
They probably just didn't even.
But it's a big old vagina.
Yeah,
I would
you can't
notice
miss
that.
it.
Like what?
You can't miss
Hang
that.
on a minute here. She's cutting her vagina.
Hold up a second.
Anyone gonna comment? Oh, and there's another scene I loved. When they're arguing, that stupid Christian's like, "Oh, you're so conniving. You always have a motive."
Yeah.
She says, like, this whole cult operates on secrecy because they're sacrificing people. Like, and you don't think it's weird that, like, they brought us here. Why are we here? Mm-hmm. And they're like, "Oh, but, like, they're letting us write on this." And she's like, No.
They would never do that.
She's asking the right questions.
She's asking all the right questions. And he's just like, oh, it's just a different culture.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Like, how you're studying archaeology and you just think that this is just a different culture? You're in the 21st century. You're not in barbaric times where it's like, we don't know any better, so we're going to sacrifice people to please the gods.
Oh, my God. But then after that, she's drugged for a while, so... She kind of just...
The whole, like, last 40 minutes.
She's like, whatever.
Yeah, I'm on drugs.
Here we
she
go.
speaks Swedish. I don't think it was Swedish, though. I think they were just gibbering.
Drug talk.
I think it was just drug talk, but they were both doing it.
Yeah.
So they understood each other.
So, like, it's, like, weirdly good at the end because she's finally herself and she's free of Christian. And, like, I guess she has this family, but, like...
Yeah, I feel like she's probably going to live there now.
I guess she would.
Yeah.
She can't go back. Like, all her friends are dead. That's suspicious.
Yeah, how do you explain that?
So I guess, like, is she going to be happy there? Are they going to, like, sacrifice
be with Pele.
her? Yeah, he's cute.
Yeah, they liked each other.
I don't mind.
Yeah.
But, like, will they sacrifice her at some point?
I don't know.
What do they do to the May Queens after?
They said that she was going to meet with the other May Queens, remember?
Okay.
So yeah, they live. Yeah,
okay.
they live.
Thank God.
And they don't seem to sacrifice their people as much. It seems to be mostly the men that get sacrificed.
Yeah, and like I guess when she turns 72, though, they're like, "Hey,
can you jump off this cliff?
Do you have to every time you turn 72, or are you just like, I'd rather just die?"
No, I think you probably have to.
All right.
I think they brainwash themselves, like each other, into believing that that's the best thing to do. They convince you, because otherwise you wouldn't be part of a cult, right? If you didn't believe in everything that you were told by them.
Yeah.
So I think she'll dive into that too.
Dive on in?
Yeah.
Well, I hope you're happy, Danny.
Yeah.
Things go well for you.
Yeah.
Pele's a lot better than Christian.
As weird as that is,
Yeah,
yes.
sure, he brainwashed you and your friends to join a cult and kill them, but Christian.
But he listened.
Yeah, he's like, do you feel held by Christian? It's like,
you deserve to be held.
He remembered her birthday.
He remembered
and he drew her
birthday.
really nice portrait.
Yeah.
It's sad when the only men in your life that's worth anything is like a weird cult member.
Oh, that's sad, yeah.
Oh.
Sorry, Danny.
Yeah.
There are good men out there.
Just broke up with him. Join, Tinder. You'll meet some duds, but eventually, hopefully, you would have gotten a nice boy. That's
Time is your friend. Don't
not
fear
in a
it.
cult, or date the cult guy. Whatever.
Hey, whatever makes you happy.
You do
I guess.
you.
Just stop killing people, maybe.
She didn't kill anyone.
She didn't kill anyone, but if you're part of the cult, maybe next sacrifice, you're just like,
Hey, but if the cops come, she'll be like, I was on hard drugs.
They drugged me. Yeah, that's true.
They fucking drug. I'm just in Sweden.
I'm just an American girl.
Trying to, live my life.
In my American
They killed
world.
all my friends. Yeah. So blame them.
I'm the May Queen. I have nothing to do with this.
I'm the May Queen. That's it.
Yeah.
Just say that over and over. I'm the May Queen.
You can't touch me.
Yeah.
No.
Florence, I love you. I love this movie.
She did a good job. And you said she's playing Black Widow?
No, so she's in the Black Widow solo movie.
Okay.
She's playing like a sisterly figure to Natasha Romanoff.
Okay.
And I hope, because, big spoiler alert, Black Widow's dead, but it's been a long time.
It's been long enough.
Everyone should know.
It's fine.
I hope that Florence's character becomes like a new Black Widow character.
That'd be cool.
Because her acting
She's
is
such a good actor.
Fire.
Yeah.
I love her. Mm-hmm. More of her.
Yes.
Put her in everything.
Do it.
She's so cute on Instagram. She's always screaming about her cactus.
What?
Her cactus was dying. It was a really traumatic event.
Not her cactus. That's really funny.
She's fucking adorable. I love her so much. And I love this movie.
It's a good movie.
Best movie.
We've got a nice little skull with her flower crown
it's the
here.
May Queen.
It's the May Queen. We've dubbed Scully over here the May Queen. Good for you, Scully.
What a period drink.
That's what we'll call it.
Period
drink.
Oh.
That'll please everyone. They'll drink that.
Yeah. I can't believe you didn't notice. She put her fucking period blood. I knew instantly.
Oh, I knew. Brandon didn't know.
Yeah, there was a pale drink and his was dark.
Yeah.
They
it was
just
so
had
obvious.
The painting with the period
I'm pretty sure I told him too.
Yeah. She was staring at him the whole time like
It was clearly her
and then
period.
he ate her pube
in the pie.
Meat pie that obviously period blood. And he didn't. You'd think you'd taste something.
But he pulled the hair out of his mouth and he was like, "Oh, whatever, it's just a hair."
Yeah.
And the other guy was like, "Dude,
period blood. I've never tasted period blood, but
don't even.
I can't imagine it's tasteless.
There's
even
no way.
if you put it in juice or whatever they're drinking.
The fact that it changed the color of the drink means that there was enough of it that you probably tasted
blood, buddy. You got it. Ugh.
I guess they consumed a lot of weird shit, so maybe he was just like, "This is another weird drink."
Oh my god. Oh god. Yeah. Don't drink that. Don't drink. There are some people that put it on them, as face cremes and and they paint with it.
No.
And they keep trying to defend it, it comes from us. It's natural. And yes.
No.
I know it's natural. I'm not
No, it's not. It's not gross.
Yeah,
we're saying it's gross to consume. Because
period blood is also it's
a bodily fluid.
It's not hygienic. It's some underage woman sir.
You should be drinking of-age woman's period blood.
It's disgusting. Don't put it on your face. Don't fucking play around in it.
I'm picturing like blood angels on the floor.
It's weird. It's not gonna be fucking weird. Just use a normal face cream, please. Don't touch
There's so many creams out there.
Like,
just try one.
Yeah, I'm not repulsed by my own. I'm not gonna put it on my face.
Yeah, no. Fuck no.
No. Anyways.
Anyways.
PSA
what's his
on
next movie?
Ari? I think his next one will be some kind of weird family drama.
Beautiful.
But his other family dramas have been
decapitated.
Something. So it's gonna be weird, but I look forward to it.
Let's get weird. We'll do another if he releases another one. We'll do another boob tube.
We'll talk about it for sure.
Hopefully another director's cut. I just like director's cuts.
Yeah.
I just like when you have extra footage. If it was a good movie, chances are the extra footage was also good. It's normally not like pertinent to the story, obviously, but kind of like The Hobbit. But there's so many, or not The Hobbit, but Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
There's so many parts in Lord of the Rings, though, that feel like they really should have left in the movie.
I haven't seen the theatrical cut of Lord of the Rings, I think, since I was a kid in theaters.
I saw it once, and then I saw the extended, and
the extended,
I was astounded at those scenes.
I know which scenes are in the extended, but they're very important to me. Like, why would they not be in the movie? Like,
there were a couple that don't actually matter for the story, but, like, they're important for character development and, like, falling in love with, like, Pippin. There were a couple of his scenes that were gone.
The extended cut forever.
Pippin?
I will never, like, that's the Lord of the Rings for me. I will always watch the
Never cut Pippin.
Cut. Yeah. Who wants less Lord of the Rings?
No one.
If anything, they should extend it more.
Extendo.
12-hour edition. Let's go. I'm ready. Take me on a journey.
Just watch them all in a row.
I want to watch them,
That's
like,
your 12 hours.
Eat dinner, like, wake up, their morning routines, what's what going on. Here we go. Hang out, talking to friends.
Yeah.
Drinking competitions.
Oh, that'd be cute. Yeah.
Everything. Lord of the Rings. Dope.
We just want to be in the Shire.
We can talk about Lord of the Rings for a boob tube. Oh, we can talk.
Oh, we could.
Oh, we can talk about Lord
We'll have to watch all three. We'll have to have our 24-hour marathon.
I'm ready. I do it every year. I'm ready.
And take a nap.
Yeah, so this, Get Out, Hereditary, Lord of the Rings, Silence of the Lambs. What else?
Those are on
top
movies?
These are like, I watch them every year.
For me, I've added Wonder Woman to the list.
Oh, that's cute. Yeah, I put The Winter Soldier on there. I watch that a lot.
Smallville. That's a TV show that has 10 seasons, which is a little drastic.
Oh, now I gotta.
But I have to watch that.
I gotta add Game of Thrones to my yearly
Thrones, Game of Thrones. Poor ending.
Yeah, but now they have the Fire and Blood show coming. Yeah.
Very excited. Yeah. The Witcher is coming out soon.
December 20th.
I thought it was in November.
No, December.
Fuck! Give me Henry.
Yeah, it's December. Okay. Yeah, it's December.
Fucking those scenes, the fighting
good.
and the
looks good. Yeah.
Oh, the cinematography, everything looks beautiful. The sets look amazing. The costumes look amazing. Like, this looks like a real nice high class budget
fantasy drama, and his butt.
Oh my God.
In the tight pants.
Yes.
Thank you, Netflix.
Thank you.
Yes. And there's a scene where he's in the bathtub. It was like 3 seconds, but don't think that went unnoticed.
I didn't watch the new trailer yet.
No, I saw him in there. I was like, What's her name? Yennefer? She was in there too. It's like, I know what you're doing, Yennefer. Same.
Same girl, same.
God, Henry. Now I'm just thinking about butts and Henry.
You're Tina.
I am Tina.
Tina Belcher.
Butts forever.
Butts. I like butts. Butts.
I'm
going to touch his butt.
I put my bra on one boob at a time.
Anyway, that was our boob tube.
Yeah, watch Midsommar.
Watch Midsommar if you like a good disturbing spook.
Yeah. A big, that was fucking weird.
Yeah. A big wow, that was fucking weird.
You're going to feel like shit, and then you're going to feel happy. But still like shit.
Probably.
It's weird.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
See you episode 41.
Yes.
Yeah. We 41. Got...
I don't know how to say 41 in Swedish.
Yeah, I can't help you.
Anyway. Jag älskar dig. Tack och hejdå.
which means...
I'll let you figure that out.
I don't even remember what you said. All right.
I love you, thank you, and goodbye.
Wow, look at her.
I know some words. I pretty much used all the words I know in this podcast.
That's enough. That's a good amount of words.
Yeah, that'll get me through Sweden, the trip.
Yeah, nailed it. Crushed
Nailed it.
That's going to be so cool. She's going to Sweden.
Sweden. But I won't tell you when.
Ha. Safety first.
Safety.
I already came back from my trip. You can't get me in Italy. I'm
true.
back. I made it. I'm alive.
They're going to go in the past.
I did not see
travel.
the monster of Florence. Unless I did, and I didn't know it was him.
Plain sight. Hiding in
You
plain
there, bro?
sight.
Were you there, bro? I was in Florence for like 4 days. You see me? I see
Probably
you. What's up?
Dead.
Probably. Yeah. Fucked up, guys.
Bye.